wabarakatuh. My name is AZRI bin Mohzani, and for today I will be presenting my final year project, which is PLG Event Membership Management System using analytical and geolocation tools with data visualization. Okay, first of all, what is PLG? Okay, PLG is basically a Pertubuhan Lima Generasi Malaysia, which is a non-government organization that aims to improve the community quality of life by giving a helping hands to those who are in need. Currently, there are a total of 14 branches across all the states in Malaysia, and there are estimated around 5,000 legitimate members that have actively participated in events provided by them. Uh, Previously, PLG is known as Pakis, but it have been rebranded under a new name, which is now known as Pertubuhan Emergency Malaysia. Okay, next, what is geolocation? Geolocation is categorized under location-based services in which the service will be provided based on the virtual parameter of a geographical area. Okay, next, what is data visualization? Data visualization is how the data are represented in a form that is easily to distinguish by outsider. It is usually the product of technological analysis and the research that has been collected from processed raw data. So first, the problem statement that have been occurred in this organization is they have the difficulty in retrieving applicants' information. So previously, if there are any interested members that wanted to join into this organization, they need to register their personal information on a physical hard copy, and that physical document need to be sent on their respective branches. So let's say that I am members in Kedah, and I will be registering. I will register my personal information at the branch on Kedah, and the manager at Kedah will send my information to their headquarters, which is in Kuala Lumpur. Next, there are problems in alerting members regarding nearest active event. Some of the members are being left behind in terms of information as the organization mainly relies on WhatsApp as a medium of communication. And lastly, there are also a difficulty where members cannot decide what kind of events that they want to help. Okay, so basically, some of the comments that I have been hearing from the PLG representative is that the annual events are repetitive, meaning that every year they do the same kind of events, and some of the members have lost their interest as there are no distinction for every events that are being conducted annually. Okay, so right here is the interview session that I have done with the PLG representative, which is the secretary. He is the secretary under PLG management, which is, his name is Encik Razali bin Abdul Jalil. Okay, so we will be discussing about use case diagram. So overall, this is the use case uh, for Pertubuhan Emergency Event Management System right here. What you can see first, outsiders can view the landing page, and they can also update applicant credential. So view landing page and also submit applicant credentials. So let's say that the outsiders are interested to join into the PLG event management system, then they are required to fill up the registration form, and then the administrator need to view their personal information before they can go through and using the system. Okay, so once their information have been approved, they will be receiving a verification via emails, and they are required to pay registration fee around 180 ringgit. So right here, outsiders can also pay registration fee, and after the registration fee have been confirmed, they can access and log in into the system. So once outsider have logged in into the system, they can first view the list of merchandise that are available under the PLG, and then they can also view available events that have been conducted or will be conducted in the future. They can also participate in each event, and for each participation, they are required to fill up their attendance. So right here, the mobile application also have the feature of scanning the QR attendance. And after that, they are required to pay annual fee in order to activate their subscription status. And then we also track their behavior so that we can determine what kind of events that each users on each state are attracted to. Okay, so for the branch manager, admin, and the top management, which is the headquarters, they are both having similar functionality. So right here, top management and branch manager can manage an events. So while managing an events, they can automate posting via Facebook and Instagram. They can also view overall statistic, and then they can also perform basic group on each events. They can also manage merchandise. So here, they can, after managing merchandise, they can view the shipping details of each customers. They can perform basic group, and then lastly, the branch manager and top management can also manage users data. So managing users data, meaning that they can view applicant credential, send registration fee, view or update applicant status, and then performing basic route to the applicant for each applicant credential. And lastly, these features is only available for top management, which is managing branch. So the top management can perform basic route on adding manager credential, reading manager credential, and also deleting each branch managers. Next, we will go through the system architecture. So basically, this is the infrastructure of my system. First of all, I will be using Flutter as my mobile application, and React JavaScript as my front-end web application. And then for the back-end framework, I will be using Laravel. And in order to integrate data visualization with my system, I will be implementing Firebase, which contains Firebase Analytics, Google Analytics, and Google BigQuery. Okay, so the reason I use Google BigQuery is because it retains the data that are being collected far more persistent than Google Analytics, because if the data that are being collected are only stored in the Google Analytics, then the data can only be retained around like 1 to 2 days, and after 1 to 2 days, then the data are being expired and thrown out from the analytics. In order to increase the collected data retentions, Google BigQuery are being used in the system. And then it also integrates with Firebase Cloud Messaging. So Firebase Cloud Messaging are being used to notify, to give notification to the mobile app. Okay, so next we will go through the internet, and then we will also use ToyPay for payment integration. So using ToyPay, users can transfer annual fee, one-time fee. They can also pay the accumulated total in their personal card, and then they can also renew their subscription fee through their mobile application. Okay, next I will be integrating with OSM, OpenStreetMap, and OSRM, Open Source Routing Machine. So for the OpenStreetMap, it basically display the it will display the events location through their open source map. And for the OSRM, if the users devices are located near an active event, then it will simply draw their nearest path from the user's location to the event's nearest location. Okay, and then in order to integrate with Meta posting automation, I uses NFN. So right here, NFN are being used to automate Meta posting. But in order to use NFN, it is mandatory for the system to be self-hosted. I am using Oracle Cloud Server in order to host the NFN. Okay, right here. By default, NFN use the port of 5678. But using port forwarding, which is the Nginx proxy manager, I can redirect this port through port 80. So by default, if the backend framework access the Oracle Cloud Server using port 80, they can automatically access the NAN dashboard. So in NAN, I will be using Gemini AI in order to format the posting. And then right here, once the formatting of the captions have been completed by the Gemini AI, it will be automatically posted through the Meta right here. Okay, so lastly, here is the user interface for the web application. This is the landing page where outsiders can view and access the public information in PLG as previously mentioned. And here is the registration forms that needs to be filled out by outsiders if they are interested to join into the system. Okay, next is the admin interface. So next is the admin interface. On the admin interface, there are basically many pages that are being contained in the system, but here I will only show the critical ones. So first of all, it have the list of users. Okay, so first, it contains a list of applicants. Right here on these pages, it will display the information of certain applicants and their subscription status and registration status. Next, the data visualization features. So on these pages, it will list out 4 crucial data visualization. First, it will display the list of events that are popular among each state. Next, it also contains active participant. This is also by state. Next, most popular category. This one is overall. And lastly, the average profit and loss for each merchandise based on respective state. And lastly, here is the list of events that have registered under the PLG event management system. Okay, next we will go to the mobile interface. So once the users have gained access to the system, they will be redirected to the homepage. So here, first of all, here is the homepage. It will list out all past events that have been conducted under PLG EMS, and then it will also display the list of merchandise that are newly added into the system. Okay, when they click into the specific event, it will redirect to this page. So in this page, it will list out the detail for the specific event. Here is the event title, the marks for each participation of this event, and then here it will also display the where does this event takes place in, and then here finally it will also state the total of participants that are active in this event. Next, the members also have the interface of merchandise. So right here is the list of added merchandise that are available under PLG AMS. Okay, so if the users click on this specific merchandise, it will pop up this dialog box. Okay, so right here it will show up the merchandise image, merchandise name, the price for each quantity of this merchandise, how much in stock, and then the state where the merchandise is being distributed. Okay, then finally, users can also manage their own personal information by clicking on the profile picture icon. So right here, if the user click on this image, then it will redirect to this page. So right here, they have two options, whether they wanted to update their information or if they want to renew their subscription or if they wanted to renew their subscription fee. So what is the significance of this project? Okay, so once this project has been completed, it can ease the management process. So it will create a more centralized data management that can be easily accessible through the web application, where it ensures that only meaningful data can be stored and verified. Next, it approach a more strategical method of handling events. By using this system, it creates a more strategic business decision on what kind of events that they wanted to conduct, rather than creating each event randomly without any clear aims and purposes. And lastly, notification of events based on users' location. So each members could get informed on anything that happened within this organization and avoid other members being left out from crucial information. Okay, so finally, we will go to the conclusion. In the conclusion part, uh, what kind of limitation and future works that will be implemented into the system once this overall system has been completed. So first of all, what I want to do is I want to implement the cache management. So let's say in the future, there are thousands and thousands of users that have registered to this PLG EMS. So if thousands of users access in the system at the same time, then it will overload the server and the server will crash in the future. So by implementing cache management, it will check if the users have already stored the desired information on their cache devices, then it will only fetch the information from the cache without having to request the data from the server directly. Okay, so by doing this, it will massively save the server many resources. Next, I also wanted to broaden the target audience by developing an iOS platform. So currently, I am limited by my own devices. So without having the proper iOS environment, I cannot develop this project on the iOS Play Store. And then we're moving on to changing manual tracking delivery to using Post API. So as previously shown in the mobile interface, once the users purchase a merchandise, their orders will be manually tracked and manually processed by each branch manager. Okay, for the limitation, maybe in the future I will also be implementing rate limited API calls. So currently in the system, the PLG EMS does not have a rate limited API. So in theory, each users can calls for a specific API calls many times. So by without doing rate limited API calls, this system are being exposed to DDoS attacks. So in order to prevent this, rate limited API calls are recommended to be implemented in the future. And lastly, this system may become hard to scale in the future as it is hosted on shared platform. That's all from my presentation session. With that, I will end this presentation with thank you and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.